I can't believe I have to stay here in this hospital just for a sprained ankle. I got better things to do. I'm Masa Sonata. I was doing this little prank on Jacobi for my Manga Dub episode. I dug this hole and set a trap for him, but I ended up falling in myself. So here I am at Senna Clinic, recuperating. The gods punished you for trying to trick me. But did you know that I lucked out by having to stay at this clinic? I'm so lucky about landing in a hospital bed. As Jacobi looked towards me with bewilderment, that's when Dr. Senna, the chairman of the clinic, walked in with her two beautiful assistants.
Let's take a look at the foot, shall we? I'll have to apply some ointment again and change the bandages, so sit still now. Hey! Are you Masa, the money tuber guy?
Yeah, was it so obvious? What can I say? The Senna Clinic is run by Joy Senna, and all her assistant nurses are like supermodels.
That's so awesome! Can I have your autograph later?
You bet! So that's what this is all about, huh? But unbeknownst to all of us, there was a deep, dark secret surrounding this clinic. Okay, so this is the hospital they wanted me to go to, huh? I'm Tomo Ishikawa. I came to the Senna Clinic after school for a reason that I'll explain later. Okay, everyone, here are the results of your medical checkups. I take this medical checkup every year and I've never had any problems. Yo, man, I passed with flying colors. I'm a shining example of perfect health.
I think I gained some weight. Jeesh.
Next, Tomo Ishikawa. I had no concerns about my health and I looked down at my medical results, but... Huh? What the heck? It said immediate re-examination required? It was written across the top of my medical report.
It looks like your albumin level is low. There may be some sort of problem with your liver. It's best to find and eradicate these things in advance, so let's do a thorough exam, shall we?
Whoa, she is so pretty. I was totally taken aback by Dr. Senna's beauty. The results of the test were obtained within 5 minutes.
Looks like you're going to have to stay over at this clinic for further exams, I'm afraid.
Huh? Seriously? I wasn't ready for that. But I couldn't refuse, so I ended up having to stay overnight at the clinic. This is the first time I've ever stayed at a hospital. I don't know what I should do.
Hello, you're Tomo, am I right? Time for your decontamination process.
Huh? Decontamination process?
Yeah, in other words, we're gonna have to scrub you down from head to toe. Clean you up like a newborn baby. Are you blushing, Tomo? This might be the first time he's had a rub down. He is so cute.
Anyone would turn as red as a beet put in the same situation.
Okay, Tomo, ready to get undressed?
Maybe being here in the clinic is something I needed.
We'll take good care of you from here on in. Don't you worry about a thing. We look forward to seeing you again, Tomo. See you again. Get some rest.
Man, it's like I opened the door to paradise. As I was feeling euphoric, I suddenly heard a voice from the bed next to me. Hey man, you a high school student too? Huh? Oh, yeah, hey, wait, aren't you... I couldn't believe who I was looking at. It was Masa, that famous money tuber. Hey, who's your favorite out of those three? I'll bet it's Dr. Senna, am I right? Well, to be honest, I prefer the short-haired nurse myself. Oh yeah, nice choice, she's really cute. I thought I was gonna be bored being here alone, but with Masa here, every day was actually really fun. But several weeks later, I heard you were leaving. I know it's something to celebrate, don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna miss you, man. Come on, man, cheer up. You get to stay here longer with those beauties, you know? I was so sad to see him go that I found myself seeing him off at the front entrance. I'll stop in to see you, so don't worry, Tomo. See ya! Yeah, thanks, Masa. See ya! I was also looking forward to leaving the hospital soon. But as I got into the elevator and was about to return to my room, I looked at myself in the mirror and my heart sank. Huh? That's weird. I look worse than when I came here. Come to think of it, I wonder when I'll be able to go home. And then on the 100th day of my stay, my entire body was a mess. I was emancipated and weak. I couldn't even walk on my own. On top of that, I was moved to a private room and close relatives were only allowed to see me. They told me my smartphone would have adverse effects on my health and that was taken away. Why am only getting weaker and weaker. I'm supposed to be getting better. I asked Dr. Senna about my condition, and she said that it's common for people in my condition to get temporarily weak, that I had to be patient or something. She explained things to me, but in the end, I still had no idea what was wrong with me.
Okay, Tomo. Time for your IV drip. Huh? I wonder what's the matter. Too tired you can't hear? Well, don't you worry. We'll fix that right away.
With that, the nurse pulled something from her pocket. It was an item that I hadn't seen before. At least in this clinic. Huh? What is that? Is that glue? What was she gonna do with the bottle of glue? Fix something? As I tried to move and observe what she was doing...
We may as well put a whole lot in today. What do you say? Yeah, empty the whole damn thing in there.
Huh? Have they gone completely insane? Stop, you can't do this! I tried my best to resist, but I was too weak. I wasn't able to move or even speak.
Relax and we'll get this IV drip dripping into you right away.
Please, someone help me! But my desperate attempt to resist failed and the needle slipped into my arm.
Wow, we're really doing great this month. Money is just pouring in. Dr. Senna, it seems Tomo can't move or speak anymore. You think maybe he's reached his limit? I don't know. Tomo is young. It sure would be helpful if he could hang in there for another month or so. Yeah, alright. I think he'll probably manage. I mean, think about it. He stays in the hospital and we continue to get paid. How awesome is that? At this clinic, if there are long-term patients staying at the hospital, money comes in on a regular basis and we get our month's salary and sometimes big bonuses even. But if we really want to make money, maybe it would be better to have someone like Masa staying with us. He's pretty famous and probably has a lot of money. We could really squeeze a fortune out of him. Nope, you're wrong there. What do you think would happen if a famous money tuber like him gets suspicious? He would investigate us. That's what he would do. It was best that we leave him after a short stay. It was because of my careful planning that I was able to keep this scheme going without attracting undue attention and keep making money.
Man, what did I get myself into? This clinic is a hellhole. I gathered all my strength and I managed to follow the nurses to the Dr. Senna's office, and I overheard them talking about their scheme. No way I'll be able to withstand this place for another month. I need to get the heck out of here. Later that evening, I managed to get out of bed and escape the clinic, and I practically crawled home in agony.
Tomo, what the hell happened to you? What are you doing home? Aren't you supposed to be at Dr. Senna's clinic?
Yes, that's right. The doctor said your illness can't be cured anywhere else. She said they have special equipment for that.
I had to get the hell out of there. That place is not what it seems. Do you have my smartphone? I need it. I steadied my trembling hands and I called Masa. The following day... Hey, Tomo, you here, man? I got a call from Tomo the day before and I came to visit the first thing in the morning. What happened to you, Tomo? Wait, I thought that you were getting better. Laying there on the bed was not the Tomo that I came to know in the hospital. He had changed drastically. Yeah, it's a long story. Hey, Masa, you wouldn't happen to know a good, trustworthy doctor, would you? I took Tomo to a different hospital that I knew, and then he told me the whole story about what had transpired. Are you serious? That's awful. How could they? We gotta do something, but we don't have any proof that they did anything wrong. What the hell can we do?
Too bad, huh? We could have squeezed at least a month out of him. Yeah, you're right. We need to find new patients. Next patient, please come in.
I haven't been feeling well since yesterday. Could you check me out? I'm a Yakuza, and when I occasionally catch a cold, I use one of the clinics nearby to get a stack of medicine from them.
I think you should stay here at the clinic for a few days for a thorough examination.
Huh? Are you sure? I don't think that I'm that bad off. I mean, I thought that I would just get some meds, you know?
If you just brush it off as a cold, you'll regret it later on when it gets much worse. Nip it in the bud, as they say. The quicker you remedy it, the better. It may not even be a simple cold. It's best that you stay with us for a few days.
Yeah, okay, right. The doctor was overly insistent, and so I decided that I would stay a day and see how things work out.
Please prepare this new patient with a special IV drip treatment, would ya? Sure thing. Coming right up. Please get relaxed and loosened up, sir. You may feel a little weak at first, but it happens with all our patients.
I relented to this so-called special IV drip. I must admit, I've got no idea when it comes to medical procedures. All I could do was leave it to the professionals. I'm sure they know what they were doing.
The IV drip is working its magic. That guy seems pretty well built and healthy. He'll last a long time and bring in plenty of dough, that's for certain.
Even if I ask about this procedure, I'd probably not know what the heck they're talking about anyways. I may as well get some sleep.
Our salaries really went up. We're like going out every night and having a good time, huh? We were having a great time and ordering expensive drinks at a host club downtown. They noticed that we were spending money like crazy and they came over to us.
Hey, you babe seem to be ordering some expensive stuff. You sure you could pay for it?
Yeah, and don't forget about your tab either. You got 50,000 bucks on the bill. We expect that payment any time now.
Did we really drink that much? There must be some kind of mistake. Yeah, right. We tried to talk our way out of it, but...
So, when are you gonna pay up? You guys get a good salary, right? No problem paying the tab, I bet.
With that, we were kicked out of the club.
Sorry, but we can't serve you anymore. Not until you pay up.
Yeah, until the bill is paid in full, this place is off limits to you girls.
I can't believe those guys. We were just starting to party. Yeah, well, once we get paid at the end of the month, we'll pay back a little and we'll be back to partying.
I doubt those girls ever intended to pay the tab.
Well, we'll just have to contact the owner to have him figure out how to collect the $50,000. Hello? Yes, please connect me to Mr. Cujo. This is important.
Mr. Cujo, are you okay, sir?
The doctor said that it was just a cold, but I figured that I should stay the night over and get a thorough checkup just in case.
I wouldn't know what to do if something had happened to you, sir.
It turns out this guy, Takatsuru Kujo, is a Yakuza. His underling comes in every day to see if he's okay. I really hate the Yakuza. And so, I'm gonna take him for all he's got. 100 days has passed since this Takatsuru guy entered our clinic, and as planned, his conditions have worsened by the day.
I feel so weak, and I'm having trouble moving my arms and legs. Why are you getting worse, sir? This is a clinic. I mean, there's a doctor here. You should be getting better.
Yeah, something's wrong with this hospital for sure.
Oh, hey, why don't we contact Dr. Oniyama? He's our go-to doctor.
I've been going to Senna Clinic over and over, but I can't seem to get any concrete evidence of any wrongdoing. I was eventually chased out by Dr. Senna and those two nurses. What do you think that we should do, huh? Tricking healthy people to stay at a clinic for days and making them sicker. How could they do such a thing? Yeah, pretty pathetic, right? And those nurses are in on it too. If it concerns a doctor, it's best that we ask a doctor. Yakubi immediately got on the phone to talk to somebody.
I can't believe that a doctor would allow such despicable things to happen. Give me the name of that clinic. I'll have them checked out too.
Several days later. Okay, ready for another day and another dollar. Next patient, please. Come right in.
Hello.
Huh? Wait. You're Mr. Motoboshi.
I've arrived at Senna Clinic with Tomo. Of course, I wanted to ask her about what Yakubi had told me.
Why are you here, Mr. Motoboshi? Did you visit my clinic because you suddenly had the urge to date a beautiful doctor and owner of Senna Clinic? I bet that was it. Joking aside, what may I help you with, Mr. Motoboshi?
Do you remember this young man? I introduced Tomo, but...
I really can't be sure. Even if he was a patient, he's not a regular, and we get a lot of people going in and out of here, so... sorry.
Is she for real?
Okay, then you're familiar with this, I believe. I showed her a bottle of glue, and at first she looked confused. This is what I found in his bloodstream. I had it checked out, and I found out that it was glue.
Huh? But...
She suddenly realized what was going on, and she grew increasingly pale. I also learned that your clinic has been ordering a truckload of this stuff on a regular basis. What have you been using this for? I'm curious as to your explanation, Miss Senna.
Well, this was,
But she had no explanation. She knew that she'd been caught red-handed. She collapsed onto the floor and began begging for mercy.
I'm sorry. I admit I did this. Before you call the police, will you allow me to go to the ladies' room? I need to look presentable. I beg of you.
I allowed it, but she failed to return.
Whew, that was close. Boy, I'm so glad I had the emergency door.
Mr. Marboshi, don't you think that we should go after her?
No, I don't think it's necessary.
We've been waiting for you, Dr. Sana.
Huh? What are you...
We knew that there was an emergency door and that you would probably take this route. And so we sat back and waited for her, and here she was. Now I'm sure you're aware of what you did to me. We put her in the car. We weren't about to let her escape. I had a number of my boys stationed at the clinic, and we made sure that she wouldn't make a getaway.
Don't give us some sob story about not having enough money!
We're sorry. We'll pay it back. Just give us some time. We just don't have it right now. We'll get it. Please.
Well, if you can't pay it, then you'll just have to enter one of our shows. One of the guys explained what the show was, but to our surprise, they actually seemed interested.
Huh? We can just pay our debt just by doing that? If it means entertaining some show, that would be super easy.
The two nurses were set to appear in a show arranged by the Kuja group.
Welcome, viewers! Let's begin our online bikini show!
Looks like the show's about to begin. I wonder what we have to do. I have no idea, but if it means wiping our debt away, I'm game.
Then an army of cockroaches appeared out of a hole in a box placed in the room. Weird that some people enjoy this stuff. I cannot understand it.
Hey boss, what happened to that doctor that was behind all this?
Oh, her? Dr. Sana? Yeah, I asked Dr. Oniyama to take care of that.
Yeah, well, I don't envy her.
I was curious, so I visited Dr. Oniyama, a former medical doctor disbarred from practicing. What's up with that girl that I sent you the other day? How's she doing?
Yeah, well, she's young and healthy, so I'm having fun with her.
Dr. Sana was tied to the bed. Glue was dripping out of her mouth and eyes. So you really tightened the screws on her, I see.
I'm about to add more glue to the IV drip. Wanna stay and enjoy it with me? No one can survive this, but we'll just have to try and see, huh?
No thanks, Doctor. Not really my cup of tea.
Oh yeah? Too bad. Okay then, I'm just going to have to enjoy this all by myself.
Please stop. I can't take this anymore.
I can't believe she did such a heinous thing and just got away with it. Yeah, I know. It's all about right in the open, but still, no one saw it. It just doesn't sit right with me. I don't know. I think she would have been better off if the cops got her. What do you mean by that, Yakabi?
Looking for more interesting stories and videos? Then come check out other videos from Mani Mani people here. We'd love to hear your thoughts, too. Drop a line in the comments below. See you soon!